subscribe, comment, share. I'm Theory, and I'm your host for This Is Water Podcast. This is Water Podcast. This is Water Podcast.
Back for some more. Here we go. Hey, here we go. Hey, back for some more. Yeah. You know we gon' do it like that. We gon' call it that too. Do it just like that, man. Hey.
Today's episode was brought by Temporary. Let's get right into it. Welcome back. This would be now episode 5. We just dropped our last episode about reflecting how I... Gee, what, that's a Hellcat? Well, speaking with that, I'm doing a little things right now a little different. I'm not in my normal setting, my office, you know. So that's pretty much what's going on. But once again, you're tuning in to This Is Water Podcast. We already established that water is potentially the most essential things to life. And when we say life to exist, maybe it has a component that is labeled water, H2O, to make it happen, right? And there's so much more when you think about water. You know, majority of the world, water. Majority of our body, water. Flow, movement. Just water, man. I'm giving you that water. Gotta keep my head above water. Nothing but hit the, you know. Welcome back. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for the feedback on the last episode. Once again, we touched up on reflecting how I went across the world, or the country, not the world, but the country. I went across the country, and just a lot of driving. Comes a lot of looking out windows, and I was just looking out windows, just thinking like, dang, I don't think I'm moving appropriately, and that just caused realization to, you know, how you actually move, track, and progress your life after you think you done everything you're supposed to do, but in reality, you start realizing that the way things are set up is not set up potentially for you individualistically, thinking as an individual. But yeah, I'm not in my office right now. It's under construction. Nah, not really, but let me see. Put a little more light on us. So this episode, once again, is brought back temporarily. My little one. So my little one always barge in. She always barge in, and she's going through all her sensory development. She's in sensory stage, I will say. But yeah, every time she come in, once again, it's office, it's tons of stuff in here, workbooks, all type of just things that you make you say, no, please, no, please, not that, no, right? So I noticed that I had a few objects here. So a few objects right here. We can see it. It's a lens. It's a lens, right? She got the tendency to try to come touch play, and I got the tendency to immediately stop her in her tracks. So talk to the hand, whatever Jimmy Fox said, right? And one thing I noticed, I'm so riled up about, don't touch this, don't touch that, don't touch that. And then came this. This is this PS4 game, Kakarot. It's a disc, right? She opened it. That's exactly what happened. Failed out. It's not even Kakarot in here. It's Spider-Man, a PS4 Spider-Man game, and PS5 Modern Warfare game. And when she did that, I almost had no reaction. I said, huh. I just went crazy because you touching this lens, this camera lens, right? So after not going crazy over this, she opened this on the ground. I left it on the ground too. Didn't even bother care to pick it up. So now let me put in perspective that this is maybe $150 in my hand right here. $150. Or was $150. This lens right here, maybe, what, 4 or 5 discs. I don't know, probably like $500, $600 lens here. So, roughly a game nowadays costs almost $80. $80. Back in the day it was 60, whatever, plus that tax, come out to 70. Now it's 70 plus tax, 80. And then if you get certain editions, it's $100 plus. So it's $100 plus. So right now I have in my hand probably $150. It's a PS5 Modern Warfare, and then it's a PS4, which is Kakarot. But they both was bought when they first came out. Stay with me now. So I'm going crazy on her. No, don't touch that. Woo! Screw getting her the Jamie Foxx hand. Right? I can make money with this lens. I can make money with playing video games. Right? So it's not the money. It wasn't about the money. Yeah, I've been crushed if this got crushed. But I wouldn't have been crushed if this got crushed. And what came about that whole interaction was obsolete. Obsolete, right? I got the handy dandy notebook with me today, guys. Oh, Grizzly closed in. Memphis up 15. 9 minutes left. So, obsolete. Let's search up obsolete. You know? Obsolete definition. No longer produced or used, out of date. The disposal of old, obsolete machinery, right? Caused a product or idea to be or become obsolete by replacing it with something new. No longer in use or no longer useful. And with that, I just started thinking, because I'm already cleaning up the office, everything is everywhere. I'm just pause. I say, I don't care about the video games. Eventually, I won't care about this lens. Not that I don't care about it, but eventually, I'll pick a different lens before this lens. The video games. I will play and pick a new video game before I pick up this again. I'm playing Sparkling Zero, Black Ops, whatever. So now, the other realizations start coming in. I just started thinking, I got all these clothes I don't wear. I have basket bands full of clothes I don't wear, but I'm keeping them. I keep them. Don't wear them, although I can wear them. But yet, I have a lifestyle where I just set up almost nearly the same set because where I'm going, right? But even with that, all these clothes, not really wearing them. They become, what? Obsolete. And now, let's touch back on the temporary. The whole life we live is temporary. Ain't nothing constant in this life but change. The only thing constant is change, right? Nothing is fast about fast food. Yeah, I guess that. But no matter what happened, life changed, rearranged. No matter what happened, everything would not be the same. So moving forward, everything became temporary. Everything is temporary. So whatever we going through right now, these emotions, whatever you was, whatever you are, whatever you potentially will be, it's temporary. So a lot of us live certain styles of lives where we might not be able to reach whatever because of certain, sound like rain, but because of certain words people tell us, because of certain thoughts we think that people project on us. Yet, it's temporary. A generation from now, 2 generations from now, 3 generations from now, it will be obsolete. You will be obsolete. It will be a newer you. You will be no longer useful. And it will be a continual cycle of change. Athletes. I was an athlete. I was great at it too. Jesse White tumbler. Little football player. I was great at it. Natural. I get hurt. I'm no longer useful. I'm no longer useful, especially in minor leagues. We're not even talking about big leagues, collegiate level or nationals, right? We become obsolete. Everything in this life, what we go through, relationships. Yes, even relationships. Actually I do mean whatever form you want to think about with relationship, right? Eventually, the temporarily come about. You can do so much for one, but it's only temporary because you're not doing it every day. You're not doing it all the time. Not doing it every day, not doing it all the time. And then when you don't, guess what? Ty and Riley was also sad. Then they came in with the fleeting cold. The replacements. The replacements come about. What up, new friends? What up, new wife? What up, new husband? What up, new homies, etc. So why not push and install whatever legacy and greatness we can while we can? It's not about what you're doing when you're here, because when you're gone, what you gonna leave on, you know? And it's so amazing that all these leaders we once, you know, came across and had with us on earth. The Fred Hamptons, the Malcolm X. These are people that I watch these videos and I hope that 4 or 5 more generations from now that someone will still be watching their videos. I just recently watched a Martin Luther King video in color, an interview. Not recently, but when I seen it, I say, oh snap, this man got it in color. I never seen MLK in color, right? And the wild part is that the 60s don't even be that long ago. 60. So what? 70, 80, 90, 2, 10, 20. It's nearly 60 years ago. It's the 60s, right? That ain't even that long ago when you think about it now. Yeah, I might be 160 years, but some kid right now being born 2010, 2025, right? But the whole thing is that I was going crazy over them games. I was going crazy over Once Upon a Time I was, right? Our brother, the man, he'd get a brand new PS5. Dusty. Non-function. No, bro, you tweaking. That's a whole PS5 right there, you know? But to his particular, it was obsolete for him. Temporary. I don't play the game that much. I don't use it. So even with that, everything is temporary. But the legacies we can build can be forever. I will at least hope so. Because once again, these people, MLK, Black History Month, I'm not just saying them, but they are still getting talked about. They are still being brought up. You know, whatever legacies they did here, whatever impact they did here, made the legacy. So, while I was just tripping with that whole little, no, don't touch this, don't touch that. Eventually, I'm going to use something different. Eventually, I'm going to move on. But before I do, let me get my roof out of this lens. The whole reason I can move on, because I done beat the game. The whole reason I move on because I done got a PS5 now, right? I done made the most out of that PS4 to the point that I can get a PS5 because a person with a PS4 get a brand new one, what? It ain't no different than the PS5, right? You don't know no better yet. But I grow because I used all the ability I can with it. So now I can move on. Now I can actually level up. It's a difference from now not being useful to leveling up, to no longer not wanting to do certain things or not wanting to hang out with certain people. If you're leveling up now, completely different story. So what we just talked about, all the relationships, all that athlete stuff. Yeah, you got hurt. You was great. Guess what? No, we leveling up. We got us somebody new that's pretty top-notch good stuff, you know what I mean? That's the whole reason I believe now obsolete exists. It's the update. It's the update. It's pretty scary too. Because it can cause us to but move so fast that we forget about, once again, the times we had with this. You know? Oh man, dang, I remember my first lens. Oh yeah, I remember when I used the shot. I made that, I did that. We'll update so fast that we forget. And the moments and stuff we cherish with these. Yeah, she took it out, tossed it right on the ground, bang. I ain't do anything. I don't play it anymore. But when I was playing it, my lady bought me that whenever that came out. So it was a good moment. Birthday present too, so I was like, yeah. But then the fact now I can just let it fall and have no use and care for it no more. It's a little different, you know? It's a little different. So overall to the story, make the best out of that version before you move on, you know? I always heard that if you're running away, it better be to something better. So if you're moving along, it better be, you know, to something better. If you upgrade, obviously, iPhone, does that mean it's actually better? Who knows, right? Might have my first iPhone. It's awesome to me. Might be iPhone 8, but somebody got iPhone 20, and they like, it's iPhone 8. But your iPhone 8 ain't no different to an iPhone 20 to them. Same with the whole PS4, you know? That's just what it is. That's just what it is, family. I'm going to call it there. I hope you get that insight. That really, you know, it was mind-boggling. Mind-boggling, I was going crazy, then all of a sudden I wasn't. Not because it costs money. Because them CDs, expensive. They're expensive. They're expensive. They're expensive. So with that, I'm Theory, and I'm your host for This Is Water Podcast. This is Water Podcast. This is Water Podcast. Subscribe.
Young dude. Back for some more. Here we go. Hey, here we go. Hey, back for some more. Yeah. You know we gon' do it like that. We gon' call it that too. Do it just like that, man. Hey,